Hello, it's Priscilla, Batzell, in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, on yet another September day, expecting weather coming our way. But I'm willing to risk it because I've only pulled out some black and white colors. Yeah, that's not right. I've pulled out black and white paint, and this is my inspiration piece, even though we're not going to do a black background. This is my inspiration piece, and this is just abstract expressionist art from me before I started pouring, and that's fine. I love it. The first painting that I sold, or this $1,000 painting I sold at a show in a restaurant called Slate's in Hollowell, Maine, was an 18 by 24, and so I'm hoping that we can do something fun, if not similar, and on a 18 by 24 gallery wrap canvas that I just picked up. Let me briefly introduce you to my OXO paint spreading miracle spatula, available on my Amazon link just below the video. And because it's a little less hot today because there's less sun, maybe the paint won't dry as fast, and that'll be cool, but I don't intend on this taking very long anyway. I kind of really want to just play and experiment and see how it goes. I don't know if there'll be any tipping or shoveling or scooping of any kind whatsoever because I'm not using a pan of black and white paint. I'm just about to dribble. I don't even know if it wasn't already made of fluid art if we'd even be calling it poured acrylics, other than the fact that I just poured that paint on the canvas, which I guess counts. So, no big deal. For my own information, just because I haven't done it in a while, now I have my glasses on and I can see the difference between white paint and canvas. There shouldn't actually be much of anything needing to go over the edge, so I will probably fix my edges tomorrow and cover that showing canvas. In the meantime, if I want to lift it up, I can. Otherwise, my true plan is just to dribble, and I want to see what that looks like. Just spirals and dribbles. I mean, it could be a 2-minute painting, honest to God, just to see what kind of fun. And I've got tools like my bamboo skewer, and I've actually got a fork around here somewhere which is going to imitate the multiple marks that were on that other canvas. That I used a brush that you can buy specifically for that purpose with notches cut out, and it makes... I just don't want schmutz. And I would prefer no bugs, which means I better be quick because, well, there is a breeze. That'll help. But we hope no bugs. We'd really prefer to not have them join us. Alright, so I don't know what there is to talk about when I do this, honestly, because mostly I'm just tapping into whatever makes me happy. I'm going to try a little test section over to the edge. Make sure. I did shake this. There is Floetrol in there. I am just going to go to town. I'm a big fan of doing things this way. I may come back in. With a larger. It's not very steady. It must be some Floetrol right in my tip. Floetrol boogers rule my life. You can do this with fluid acrylics that are for airbrush, but I think this is just going to give us a different way of doing things that I've wanted to try for a while. There may be some spreading. There may be some experimenting. A little bit of because I can. So let's go back. I don't even know why I brought the white out. Let's see what's going to happen with some heavier paint. I'm not unhappy with that, but I haven't got anything that has the musical quality to it that I'm looking for yet. But I at least have a steady stream, which is an improvement over what was just happening with that little tiny bottle. And I don't really know what's going to happen because I've never tried this before. But it's fun if you have, you know, that kind of calligraphy style marking going on. And the different weights of paint that are happening are making it kind of interesting. And whether they're going to sink away into that white is also something else. And I'm thinking probably some of it can be smeared sideways. Hopefully you can see all that. And I can go back, although that's not working very well right now because the wind just took it. And add some dots. Another dotty because I can moment. And you know, if I don't like it tomorrow, there's always other colors on top, and gold can be added, but I'm liking what I've got so far. It's not bothering me, and I'm just going to keep going because I can. I'm just that kind of because I can girl. It's they're kind of fading away, and I'm wondering a lot what it would be like to tip this. I don't know that we would maintain any of the integrity of anything that's already there, though. But I am liking it. I'm liking it better when the wind doesn't take it, but the breeze feels awesome. It's not like 90 out here right now. Alright, so you can see what I've got. I'm not sure what I'm doing with what I've got yet, but I am going to play for a little bit. And I'm seeing that it's really not anything I'm used to. So it's going to wind up being very different. It makes me want to stripe some stuff out and find out what it looks like to blow some things too. That did not come out right. But we're going to keep playing. And if I got to use it as a background piece for something else tomorrow, we will. Now, as much fun as this is to play, I kind of like that thing I just messed with. I think I'm very tempted to go in and see what happens when I pull some paint with my skewer and do a little fill-in, because nothing's stopping me from doing that. And a lot of times you will get cells. I'm not sure we want them. This may be an epic failure, but I'm having some fun doing it. And it also might be a two-parter. Boy, you need a really light touch because it goes down to canvas very quickly. And I'm not sure how much more texture we need than we already have. And I kind of want something like my spatula to see what happens when we come in there. And that's not bothering me. I think spatula is the way to go. Let's just do that, shall we? I'm not sure it's the way to go all the way, but you'll find out when I know at about the same time. It's not really a candidate for Rain-X. I'm liking that the paint is staying wet, but I see the sun is peeking out, and that might not be a good thing for us. I'm liking the wedge shape. It's a Princeton Catalyst spatula, and it fits in tight little spaces very nicely. It looks like my sides might wind up being gray or black. I'm going to let some paint fall over there. I thought that was thunder for a second, but it's the neighbor moving a trash can. Spooky! Easily spooked. Well, I've never been hit by lightning. Wait, yet. So, we're still good. We are getting some cells. I think I'm going to use my spatula to fatten up and utilize some of the paint. And maybe, I'm not used to this yet, obviously, but there's a lot of potential here. I used to scrape right down to canvas, so I'm not too worried about what shows and what doesn't show. I do like the more black. I get a feeling we may run out of time. We've got 7 minutes left though, so it's not too bad. And I just annihilated some stuff I wanted to keep, but I guess I have white paint, so if I really want to, I can come back and do it again. Learning experience. Yeah, it digs it up really fast if you're not careful. So more pouncing and less dragging, unless of course you're very cautious, which I can be. I think that last little bit looks like the perfect place. Dull end of a bamboo skewer to spiral out. And I think we can do, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put a little puddle of paint right in the middle and use it as my palette. Just make some marks and have some fun. And I like that. There's not nearly enough of it. So I'm just going to imitate the marks I have there already. Go over them again. And use that other paint. Just mark making, having a good time. Nothing serious going on here. Could probably swipe the whole thing. It could happen. It really could. But I'm not too unhappy yet. And it is just playtime. Yeah, I don't trust that little bottle at all anymore. I haven't got anything that I'm so in love with that I'm worried about keeping it or losing it. And I do have white paint. I kind of think maybe it would have been better to start with the black and put the white on, but I didn't know that until I tried. They say there's a first time for everything. Evidently this is one of those times. I'm not getting what I consider a lot of balance going on in this, and I'd like some. But it's a learning experience for all of us. Well, you're watching me fail. Hopefully not. It'd be cool if it wasn't a fail, wouldn't it? I know some of you are rooting for a fail, but you're still here, so. Alright, that's a little better, but not what I'd call fantabulous. Which is not a word, by the way. But people keep using it anyway. I like making up words sometimes. I like the different tones, but there's so much white on the background that it's really hard to keep it. But it does, I'm not scraping all the way down to canvas every time, but sometimes. And I do use GAC 800, which means if I wanted to keep some stripes, I can, because that really helps prevent cracking. I'm liking the heavier line. I'm going to let it go right to the edge and maybe fall over. I think this might turn into something, but I think it's going to really take some time to know. And I'm still tempted to tip. I'm not Not impressed with myself quite yet, I want to say. But you got to find out the hard way. If you don't experiment, you don't find out. I see a whole bunch of stuff I want to change. I got to admit, I really did not know that the black was just going to sink down into the white. Just makes me want to do one of the other paintings I know will work, since this is not that yet. That works. I can do that all day long. Let's just dot her up. Now we're having some fun, right? Don't answer. Part 1. Maybe part done. There, if I drag a line across the edge, I don't know if you can see that, I hope so. It means I can paint my edges black, make it easy on myself, which I don't think is an issue at this point. I think something could happen with this tomorrow, I just have no idea what that something is. Ooh, I like the black and white dots. Let's just become dotty. Oh, short trip. Yes, I've been accused of being a little unbalanced. Oh well, never mind. I don't know any balanced, truly balanced people. I don't know any boring people either, though. Certainly not. You know who you are, members of my Facebook group. Expressionist Art Studio Appreciation Group. Good bunch of people. And making real interesting progress. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. That's kind of neat. I can go both ways with that. Boy, if this works out, that's going to be something different, huh? Maybe lots and lots and lots and lots of spirals. And maybe coming back tomorrow and outlining some stuff in black. And adding as many dots as I want. I'm not hating all of it, just I'm not loving all of it either. Because it's the fluid acrylics, I can't really get as much contrast as I'm looking for. That was probably 18 minutes. I'm not going to stop working on this, so I'm just going to go to another part. If you like my experiments and you like my videos, just know that I'm not getting a lot of contributions right now, and I can use all the help I can get. And my artwork is for sale, and the gallery is legitimate in Spring Hill, Florida. And I'm having a good time now, and I'm probably going to use the white, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I do that. I'm going to say, if you want to see my wet and dry artworks from YouTube, go to the Facebook link at the bottom of the description under my videos, and there's a Pinterest link there as long as it got left alone. And what else is there? I guess my Instagram is actually on my YouTube header, which I just noticed. I just went and checked that. No, I think we're going to have some fun. I'm not sure what's going to come of this, but it'll be something different, and if nothing else, it'll be a start. So I'll see you in a minute. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio. Come right back.